Guys, something happened. I recorded 3 videos for this series, TOEM, right? They were gonna be the 4th, 5th, and 6th video. Now, problem with that is that I didn't have my microphone on. Like, my microphone wasn't, like, on OBS, the microphone wasn't, like, selected because I have several microphones. And I had the wrong one selected, so it didn't pick up anything. So, I have the gameplay, but it's totally quiet. It's very sad. I cried for a while, and then I said to myself, well, let's make the video anyway, and let's just go over everything that I did very quickly. It's not gonna be as fun, maybe, because it's gonna be just a real quick recap. I mean, maybe not real quick, but this episode is gonna be a recap of everything that I did. Because yeah, I explored the beach, the area we were in last time, and finished a lot of challenges, and also went to the other area and explored the next area, basically. So yeah, it's a shame, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. Okay, I am now on voiceover. That is exciting. Anyway, so here we were, like, just starting with the first recording, and I just ran around a bit and talked to the guy on the fountain, because I remembered he wanted the king of the fish. And I took a picture last episode of the Loch Ness Monster in the beach area, but the thing is, he didn't want that. I was pretty sure I had already taken the picture of the big fish behind it, like in the center of the fountain, but it didn't work, because then I did it again, like right now I'm like taking a picture of the fish, but it didn't work when I gave it to him. So I'm not sure what's up with that. So I never really completed that challenge. Even later on, I just gave up on it. So like right now I'm taking a picture of the fish. It was really funny because the lady was walking right in front of the camera. I was like, hello, can you move? So yeah, then I gave him the picture, but he wasn't satisfied. So never mind. And talked to the child crying because he couldn't reach the mom. But I also found out there was a cute cat on the barrel, and I could pet it. Super cute. And I decided to take a picture of it too. I don't think I did it right now, but like later. I was still wondering what to do, so I just sat there and looked at the ocean. And yeah, I was also curious on how I could save this child who was being attacked by seagulls. And I couldn't find any item. Like, I kept looking for items in my inventory, because I knew I wanted an item to use, but I didn't have any, so I was very confused. And also here I found out I could re-stamp every stamp for some reason, so I just did it by accident. Yeah, looking for items, stuff in my inventory, but I couldn't find anything. But I will find what to use later on. So here I was just looking at the guild and all the challenges, because I went to the guild place, and I was just looking at all the challenges that I had to do in this area, in the beach, because there's a list. And yeah, I looked through them one by one just to have an idea of the situation. So right now I'm just checking out the main area, and the monkey just told me that I still need 6 stamps because I only completed 2 challenges. So now I have to look around and try to solve the few challenges that are left. I mean, complete as many as possible, I guess. Realized that the guy needed inspiration for a melody, and I had an idea. I had a great idea. I went to the guy in the main fountain and took a picture of him whistling, because when he whistled there were some notes coming out of his mouth, and I thought maybe that can be a melody and can inspire the snowman. So that did work in the end, so that was cool. Try to take a picture of this guy because he was also whistling, but that was not the thing, of course. And he liked the melody. a lot. And for that, he gave me the Fisherman's Whistle, which was, I think, just a melody, just the background song. But that was cool. Now he's got his tune stuck in his head. I went by this lady a lot, and every time I tried to talk to her, she just told me that she would jump at my signal, but I didn't know what signal I could use to make her jump. Because again, I thought I really needed an object, some sort of object, to interact with the world. I tried to take a picture of her, but that didn't work, as you can see. But yeah, I still needed something that would do the trick. But my pictures weren't it, and I can only take pictures. So weird. And right here I'm taking pictures of the cat because it's very cute. I love cats, by the way. Team cat. And I also have a black cat, so that's basically my cat. So I was very happy. Try to change shoes. I thought the wooden shoes would scare off the seagulls, but that didn't really work out. I guess they just slowed me down. So, that was a failed plan. Here, I went to the guy sitting on the beach because he always said there was something blocking his view behind him, which is that thing. And I wasn't really sure how to help him. But then I turned around and found like a block in the sea, like a weird box. One of those weird magic boxes that I also found in the other episode. And I took a picture of it, and it sort of like flashed and disappeared, and magically the box moved, so he could now get some nice sun. And it was standing time, as he said. So that was nice. I got another stamp. I had a feeling I had to go over there to find the submarine guy to give the picture of the mysterious man, because that's what you have to do with the mysterious man. You have to take a picture and give the picture to the submarine guy that sometimes appears out of some places. I just kept looking around and I couldn't find the submarine guy, but I will find it later on. Then I had this crazy idea, like I was just looking at the seagulls, but then I took a picture of the horn, but the sign with the horn, because I was like, well, the guy on the tower, he was asking me what to use, like he was asking me for directions, so maybe the sign could help, even if just a sign. And now I also was trying to take a picture of the binoculars, because I had the feeling someone else was asking for binoculars, like I could remember, but I wasn't really sure, so I just took a picture just to make sure I had it. And then I went to talk to the guy, and I actually helped him, because he then asked me to point at ships with my camera, so that must have meant that he somehow knew, finally, what to use to honk. So now I just pointed at ships that were stuck on the mountain, and he just moved the honk in the direction of the ships and like honked at them one by one. So then I managed to fix the ship situation, and he gave me a honk. I don't know if you can call it a honk. It's more like a horn, like a thing that you can use to honk. We'll just call it honk. And it's inside the camera. And I just, from then on, I was so excited because I was able to use it to honk at things. Like I could just point my camera at things and honk, and they would react to it. And there were a lot of things that I could interact with only with some object, and the honk was the object that I was looking for. I just found out later. So now I just went around like crazy, like, oh, I can use this on this object, I can use this on that other object. And of course, one of the first things that I did is scare off the seagulls that were blocking my way, and I explored this new area where I found a magic man with a guitar playing a song. And the magic man wanted someone to play with, or some inspiration for his tune. He's been working on a cool tune, it's just missing something, like a nice melody. That would be nice, that's what he said. So he needed a melody, like a layered melody, and I wasn't really sure how to help him. Because if I, like when I honked, as you can see, he got startled. So, I don't know. I never figured out how to help him. But I also found a gift here. I got an umbrella that could remove the rain effect from my camera. So that's pretty useful. But I never really used it because I couldn't find any rainy area where I had the necessity of using it. I also took a picture of this other cat. I don't know why I kept finding cats in this map. There probably was some area around. Yeah, I couldn't get on those stairs. I don't know. That's just a meme. It's very hard to get on those stairs sometimes. But there, you know, I just took pictures of many things because you never know. Maybe you will need them for a challenge at one point. I scared off those so I could take a look at that thing, but it told me that I needed equipment to get down there because it probably led me to some place underwater. So I just went around. I was pretty sure I would find the right equipment at one point. So the first thing I used the honk on, apart from the seagulls, was the lady. And I honked at the lady, and she actually jumped. But there wasn't any challenge with that, so I didn't really keep doing that. I only used the honk on the seagulls that were threatening the little guy. And I found out that the little guy can use this platform to move around. Welcome aboard, sailor. The raft operator can take you to the hydro plant and back. Yep, ready to depart? I wasn't really ready to depart yet, because I wanted to go use the honk on some other stuff. But yes, now I knew I could use the honk. Now I knew I could move to another area like that. I used the honk on the crying baby, yes. That wasn't really nice of me. But what can you do? I also took a picture of the swan. Actually, I was like honking at the swan and I realized that the swan was answering me. Like was imitating the honk sound. And it was very funny. And then I took a picture of it. So yeah. So then I just went to depart with my little guy helping me. And he used this lever to like move the platform. That was very cool. I really didn't expect it. So yeah. Then I got to the hydro plant. It was sort of like a big factory with a lot of workers inside, you will see in a second. And I also noticed a ghost there that asked me for a sandwich, which I had no idea where to find. I've been waiting for my Supreme Deluxe sandwich for an eternity, said him. I just sat with him for a moment. Well, anyway, try to take a picture of this dragonfly. It took me a bit, but I managed to. It's an insect, so it was flying very fast. But yeah. I was like talking to myself about this like letters on the wall, this graffiti, because I had seen the letters somewhere else as well around, and I was wondering if it was like an alphabet that made sense for some reason. Maybe the developers had developed something like that, like a language or something. So I started looking around in the hydro plant. I found a gift. I found a hard hat to stay safe at work, so I just wore it because it was inside a, you know, working place. This guy was the employee of the year, honestly. He had so many pictures of him on the wall. I was bragging about it. Then I talked to this guy. I was like, oh, I told him, you'll fall. What do you mean I'll fall? I got perfect balance. And then later I found out that was going to be the guy that I had to push for that challenge that was going to get wet if pushed. Then I talked to this guy, and he told me he needed help because he realized my camera had a zoom. So I just used my camera to point at some objects inside that sort of machine, and I helped him get it unstuck. Found shoes, stuff, light bulb, fixed some cables. And yeah, then he was happy, and the windmill was working again. Well, not windmill, the thing, the turbine, I guess. Talked to this guy as well. He was very happy about the whole thing, the turbine. I was like, wow, so huge, so majestic. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess so. Then in the second video that I made, I decided to honk at the guy and pushed him off. So now he fell in the water, but I didn't unlock the achievement for some reason. Well, I realized later that I would have to talk to the guy in the water, but I didn't know how to get to him, so I never actually got the achievement when I went to the next level. So maybe I'll go back to everything that I missed in the future, but that's fine. So yeah, I explored a new region and found this other Girl Scout from the guild, and she asked me for another picture. And from a random vase, we meet again, kid. Do you have a photo of the character here in Stanham? Said the submarine guy. So I gave him the picture that I took a few episodes earlier. Yeah, I was here in Stanham as well, which is weird. The lore kept thickening. And I also looked to the little ghost over there. Yeah, a picture of a scorching flame, like an orb of heat. That would be the stuff. But I had no idea how to help him, and I never helped him in the end. So yeah. So then I just kept exploring, and I found this sort of tower. I decided to take a picture of that seagull because it looked very shiny and cool. And yeah, legendary pool, basically. I had myself an anime seagull. It was very cool. Got an achievement as well. Found trash in the sea, which is sad. But then I picked it up for the fisherman because the weird fisherman guy inside the barrel told me that he could pick up stuff with his windmill or fishing machine, I guess, attached to the tower, and it was funny. So I kind of like pointed my camera at the trash in the sea and the giant, yeah, that thing, very cool. The giant fishing rod kind of fished out the trash from the sea and destroyed it around. And I feel like now that I'm rewatching the footage, it probably like the blocks of trash broke, and inside them was some stuff that I then took a picture of. This guy was just chilling and told me sometimes sitting down and resting was the best thing to do, so I sat down with him for a while. So one of the things that I got from that fishing session was a chest. So that was cool. Found a diving helmet inside to swim down the ocean floor, and that was going to be very useful for exploring under the water in that other area, if you guys remember, a little ago in the beach area where I thought the submarine was going to be. Also tried to take some pictures of the objects that I found, so the bike and the shopping cart. And when I went back this way, I found myself in the like right side area of the main area. I didn't really explain it that well, but like then the bridge fell over and the child was able to reunite with his mother. And yeah, that was a sweet moment. Then I also found a gift under the porch of the fishing house or something, which was rubber boots, which sound funny. I tried to use those later on, by the way, on the magic guy, but it didn't really inspire him. I took a picture of this cat as well, so now I have like 3 pictures of cats, and I never knew what they did in the end. Now, where did that rascal run off to? Come here, boy. Oh, hi. Have you seen a dog anywhere? Our bus is leaving soon. I need to find him. He must have run after a bird or something. His name is Mac. Please let me know if you find him. So yeah, this guy was just traveling and lost his dog, and I honestly I hadn't seen a dog at all around, so I was kind of surprised. But then I found him on the beach. Kind of say hi, and the dog started following me, and I brought the dog to the owner again, as well as the sandwich that I later brought to the ghost in the other section. and made him very happy. I also scared off the seagulls, and I managed to get into this secret zone with my swimming equipment, and inside was a beautiful landscape. I was basically underwater, and I decided to take some pictures of every animal I could see. First of all, because they are super cool, and jellyfishes are adorable, but also because they're sort of like a challenge of like taking pictures of every animal in this game. Although I didn't really do it before, so I would have to go back, take pictures of the animals that I didn't take a picture of in the past if I wanted to complete that. So I also took a picture of fish, like ordinary fish, and also seahorses, and corals, and that was pretty much it. After bringing the dog back to the owner, he said, "Mac, oh boy, am I glad to see you. Thanks, kid, I was worried sick. Where are my manners? Name's Molly. Pleasure to meet you." Wasn't really sure how to pronounce the name. Mole, Molly, Mal. Don't know. We're on a hike from something. Our first visiting Stanham, such a lovely region. Oh well, we have to catch the bus. If you ever visit Kiruberg, come by our house. Kiruberg, that was the name of the place, and I don't know, interesting name. So I got that achievement, got that stamp. So it was really funny, because when I got the sandwich over here, towards the end of the recording, I found seagulls jumping around the sandwich and chanting like a little silly ritual. It was very funny. I wanted to take a picture of it, so I did. And I replaced this picture of seagulls with the other picture that I took earlier, because, I mean, the ritual is way better. Like, it's a freaking ritual. It's a seagull ritual. That's super dope. Also took a picture of this insect, whatever it was. Not really sure. And then, yeah, I found the man. Yeah, the man that I had to talk to for like completing the challenge, because I pushed him in the water. It's pretty sad. But I couldn't reach him. So, yeah. I thought taking a picture of myself in front of flowers would be enough to complete the challenge of that little scout girl from the Challenger Guild. But the thing is, she wanted a picture of myself becoming a farmer. And at first, I didn't realize what that meant. So I sort of like gave her the picture that I took, but she wasn't happy. But then I realized that I had a picture of me as a farmer. And I realized it wasn't me farming that she was looking for. She was looking for a picture of me as a farmer, which is something I had already done. I had already taken a picture of me as a farmer, which was with the like toy cartoon figure in the beach area. I had already used that picture for another challenge, but that was basically me as a farmer, and that completed the challenge. That did the trick. She was happy, and I got my stamp. But yeah, I had enough stamps for a bus ticket, so then I bought the bus ticket and waited for the bus, which was strangely enough driving on water. I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, then I drove the bus to the new place, which was Clock City, the big city. Houses are pretty tall over there. And yeah, so I was excited for the new adventure. Went from Homlanda to Oakleyville to Stanham, the beach, and then I was gonna go to Log City. It was quite a journey. I was having a lot of fun. So first thing I did in the city, I went to talk to the monkey, and the monkey told me I needed 7 stamps to get my new bus tickets. Actually 9, never mind. Then I talked to the shady guy sitting there. I was like, "Oh hi, I'm super tired. I overslept and now I'm late for work. The train is also delayed, which is great. I can't believe I'm stressing out about a job I don't even like." Job? I run around for a living. It's a standard job here in Log City. I just want to make things nice and clean. Vacuum, take care of dishes, polish camera lenses. Now that's my passion. If you have anything that needs cleaning, I'd love to clean it for you. And that was sweet. I tried to give him something that I had in my inventory, but it didn't seem dirty to him. So never mind. And then I talked to these workers guys. They're always updating the city. They can everywhere, every day. It's nice to just stand around and do nothing for a change. So that was what they said. I just ended the video there because then I was gonna use the escalator to explore the city, which is what I did in this episode. So I got to the main plaza, the main square, I guess, of the city, and there were lots of guys running around. Just the hustle and bustle of a city. And I talked to this girl. Actually, I took a picture of a pigeon first, because animal. And she said, add bookmarks and post. Hey, I need to respond to my followers. They're asking where my next food post will be. Too bad my camera is losing its quality. So I got a challenge of like taking pictures of her with food, because she's a blogger, food blogger. So that's what I did then. I kind of helped her with that. Then I helped this dude to attract some customers, 3 actually. And I got the hot bean hat that will help me with marketing, advertising. So I just found like 2 or 3 people around the map later on and helped him with his business. So I got a stamp for that, and basically took a picture of 2 plates, so a hot dog and a hamburger with chips, which did the trick for the girl. And I talked to this lion that wanted bread to throw to the pigeons, which I didn't have, and also this water fountain that wasn't really useful. And the speaker that told me the story of the Grand Clock Tower. A long time ago, royals used to live here. Every hour, the royal clock chicken shows itself. It's a highly popular site for tourists. So that was cool to know. In this new area, there was also a taxi guy. And I figured out later that a taxi connected to very far apart areas of the level. So that was cool. Then I found like these guys playing frisbee, so I kind of like talked to them, interrupted them. You're distracting me, man. And then this bird stole the frisbee. That was very rude. No way, the crow stole our frisbee. How can we prepare for the competition now? So the task that I now unlocked was to find a crow and bring back the frisbee. That was very funny. Then in this new area, I found someone stuck inside a manhole, apparently. And I also got another challenge from the guild, thanks to this girl. There were some houses that I didn't visit, like the previous one in the previous area and this one above the stairs. So that's still something that I have to do in the next episode. And then I talked to this ghost. Hi there, you're kind of cute. If I scare you, will you go on a date with me? So I was like, sure. Okay, here I go. Boo! Did I scare you? Oh yeah, so scared. I knew it would. Let's check out the city. And then basically from now on, I had this ghost following me around. Oh, that was, I mean, cute, but also kind of annoying sometimes. But well, it is what it is. And I found an old lady. Talked to her. Hello there, I'm assuming you know who I am? No. You might have heard of me on the radio. And I was like, sorry, I really didn't. I'm old, have a cool car. Ring any bells? Nah. And then she told me, I'm the always landing granny, of course. I have a lot of those views on the internet. And I can do cool tricks with my car. Or I used to. I've retired. Now I just cruise around the city looking fresh. Until my car flipped over and I got stuck here. Yep. So yeah, that's sad. I entered this building, which was like a fashion building for some fashion show, but the bodyguard didn't let me in because I didn't have the right equipment. Also found this submarine, but I didn't find the suspicious man in the end in this place yet. So yeah, I didn't have any picture. I also found this gift, sneakers, running in the 90s, and it made me run faster. So even faster than what I had before. So yeah, that was cool. The only thing that made me run fast that I had earlier was the sock. And this was a better alternative, I feel like. So I went left from the main place, main area, and I crossed the road. It was very cool. I can't believe I got a parking ticket. This guy got a parking ticket because it parked very badly. Apparently he didn't know he had to park the car inside the lines. That's funny. And this ghost found the city very intense because he was used to living in Oakville, in the woods. And the hustle and bustle of the city kind of scared him. And I went to the other area, yet another area, where I tried to take a picture of a mouse. Very cute, although kind of fast, so it was hard to take a picture. That was the second animal that I took a picture of in the city. I got another challenge from the guild. Always ready for a photo challenge, of course. Then I went into that building tower thing, and I found lots of people working. Hey, how are you doing? You might have seen me on TV or heard me on the radio. Apparently everyone is famous in this city and appeared on the radio or TV at one point. It's like an office building with a lot of guys working on PCs. Yeah, and this boss kind of like stopped me at one point before I went away and gave me a hat, reporter hat, and told me to take some pictures for him. That would come useful later on, since the bouncer at the fashion place was only letting in people like reporters, professional reporters, and not random guys. So then I managed to get in because he saw my hat. Doesn't look too shabby, he said. Thank you. And I talked to a model, and she said it is something extra that would make people go from Yaz to Yaz Queen. Very sassy, and she told me she needed headgear. So some sort of hat for her fashion event. Also told me my hat looked ugly and to take it off. So thank you for nothing. Somehow I always struggle to get on stairs. Took a picture of the grandma for the Photo Challenge Guild because that's what they needed. It's one of the 3 pictures they asked for. So yeah, then I decided to keep exploring in this part of the map, and I found some children skating, which was cool, and the taxi driver that I mentioned before. And also there was a person, well, a monster more than a person, in that manhole. I just noticed it right now. I didn't notice it earlier when I was playing. And yeah, basically it disappeared when I was, when I went down the stairs. So right now I'm thinking probably I need to take a picture of that with the stand, with a tripod, so that it doesn't get scared by me and I can actually capture it. Not like a Pokemon, but you know what I mean. Our hot dog guy was happy with all his new customers, so that was nice. So basically I completed like a couple of challenges in total in this new area. And he gave me the hot bean hat for free, so that was nice. And that's all I did in this episode, well, in this recording. And that's all for this summary of all the footage, basically. So that was it. I mean, it was a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. It's a great game. And it's super cute. I love taking pictures of random things every time. Just walk around, find random people, random situations, take a picture of it. Yeah, it's adorable. And I hope you guys like this video, even though it was sort of a recap, maybe not as exciting as the other ones. But anyway, if you did, leave a like down below. It would really help with the algorithm and everything. And share this video with all your friends. Let them know that I'm playing this series. Click this video over here. Yeah, over there, like up there. It's a very good video. You're gonna enjoy it, I'm sure. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new upload. Anyway, that's it for now. Have a good day.